He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Shamrocks and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, after the first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. You talk about this Rams defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Purdy off the play fake. That is caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13 and also the first down. Purdy now to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Rams are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now it's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They'll run for the first time here with Kyren Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession. Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos. Dublin with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. Now Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 19. A good pickup there, a 22.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
When the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Purdy looking to throw.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and it's 3-0 here in the second quarter.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because
there he goes, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
we know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10, Stafford again.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is taken around the 12. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Purdy winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 81 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Gets past one man. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry him along.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks add 6 to their lead. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. In trouble, and he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chase Young drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball all the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here. On the stop was Aaron Donald. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. McCaffrey on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at him. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Purdy. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run over center with Mitchell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing here, Purdy. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 13. 1:52 to play. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Stafford. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To the air again, Stafford. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now it's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this crowd will not go home